Amazing beauty, isn't it, guys? I have a Patreon. If you would like to throw a little something in there, that'd be great. For these awesome settings, they are of course free, and there's no requirement to do that. I'll leave the link below, and we'll get on with it here. Thanks, Milo Klikovic, for this awesome video and the permission to use your videos. Once again, mad props. I'm going to give you some awesome settings here after you guys take a look at how I come about my settings. My settings are just done by my eye. I'm not a professional, never claimed to be. So if you're looking for that, ultimate pristine calibration, you'll have to pay for that, of course, through your local calibrator. But the Z9F 950H, 950G, those come real close already to the calibration that you'll receive from a calibrator, so it's really close anyway. So some may think that it may not be quite worth the money to get it done. And of course, in my opinion, it's your TV, so you could tune it, do anything you want. You could turn the color up to 100 if you want. But these are my settings. Then this is what I usually use to make my settings: is natural scenery. Natural faces outside, not underneath lights, camera action type thing in a Hollywood studio, but everything that I do is based off of natural presentation. And this is how I come up with the latest settings that I'm about to share with you guys. So let's get on with it. And of course, the first thing you want to do, I want to make sure I got this tuned in real good for you guys here. Okay. Yeah, the first thing you want to do is go into your settings, and if you haven't, whoops, hit the wrong damn thing here. Let me get back to my custom settings here. There we go. If you haven't put the Custom Pro 1 and Pro 2 on your TV, well, you're welcome to do that. Just go to my latest video explaining how to do Custom Pro 1 and Pro 2. I'll have some settings on those later on down the road, but for now, let's go into the regular settings. And the first thing you want to do is you're going to go into, hold on just a second here. Watch TV. And you want to go into your external inputs. Then you want to go into the HDMI signal format. And you want to make sure all these say enhanced format. Every single one of them. Okay? So this is exactly what you want to do, is make sure they all enhance the format. Okay? I think we got a commercial coming up here, so let's see if we can skip that. If we can. Okay, so you want to go do that, and then you want to go back into your settings again once you've done that, and go into display and sound. Go into picture. Then you want to go into your picture mode, and you want to make sure that's on custom right there. If your menu looks a little different from mine, it's because I have the 950H or the Z8H or Z9G settings or updates on my TV. So that's why you're getting maybe something different from mine. Once again, I have a video out for that as well. Click on my videos, and then you can just scroll down and select the video you'd like to see based off of what I'm saying. You want to make sure your light sensor is off. We're going to start with brightness. We're going to leave that at 35. Contrast. I usually use the contrast usually around 90. It says max there. And if I'm doing HDR, I'll max it out, the brightness on the contrast. But this is SDR or 4K, just regular 4K without the HDR. This is also for Netflix as well. And I think this is probably the best things I've ever had overall. I usually leave the gamma at 0. The black level on the Z9F 75-inch is going to be 50 to 49. And if you have the Z9F 65, the 950H, the 950G with lower zones, you might want to take that to 48. If it's too dark for you, bring it back to 49 or 50. Black adjust, I like to leave that on low. Advanced contrast enhancer off. Auto local dimming, this time is going to be just on medium, because when you go medium and you do the extent dynamic range on high, you get more specular highlights. I think I said that right. And then you get better color also. So just leave those where they're at. And with these settings, let them sink in for a while and watch a couple programs before you make a judgment. You know, watch them in a medium lit room to a dark room, not super dark, because these settings are mostly for these are not for a pitch black room, by the way. These are for an almost dark room, like maybe one little light on, and you're kind of watching a movie with your girl or your significant other, and you know, you're kind of just chilling out. You don't want it pitch black so you don't fall asleep, because I'm a little older, so I fall asleep during a pitch black blackout in the movie room. Gentle bias lighting also helps, especially on the 65-inch Z9F. You want to use a 50 for the color, hue 0, expert 1, live color off, clarity. This is going to be a little bit different than I normally do. We're going to use the sharpness at 52. Okay, reality creation, we're going to do manual. Okay. And we're going to do 55 for the resolution. Random noise reduction is off. Digital noise reduction is off. Smooth gradations is low. You could turn that off if you care to do so. I like it. It just gives that little bit of flatness of areas of the picture. It reduces the noise, and it just appears just a little bit more. I don't know, just a little bit more clear to me. Motion, you want to do motion flow custom. Smoothness is at 1, and this time we're going to add the clearness, the black frame insertion. It reduces a little bit of that motion blur. You may notice the picture darkens just a hair, but it also helps with the black bars from the top and the bottom. So it really gives you a chance to check out the black bars and have them a little bit darker than you're accustomed to having it. This is an LED TV, so you're not going to get perfect black bars in a dark room. That would be OLED, okay? But then again, OLED doesn't have that specular highlights and the brightness of an LED. It's just a lateral move if you're going from a Z9F to, say, an A9G or A8H. To me, it's a lateral move because you're going to give and take no matter where you go with that particular technology versus one other technology. Only if you have an upper high-end TV with a lot of zones. Cinemotion, I like it on auto. Video signal, you want to leave that alone where it's normally at, which is, let's just make sure we got it right here. Yeah, auto. HDR mode, auto, color space, auto. Okay? Oh, got out of it completely. Every once in a while I'll do that. Let's go back to where we at. Video signal. Advanced color temperature. You want to leave that on basic. You want to leave everything alone there. Okay? Why do I keep doing that? I keep going out of it. My bad. Advanced color temperature, we're still on that. And then we're going to go to, we're going to leave everything alone. The basic, if you think the TV is a little warm for your liking, reduce the R gain down by 3 and the B gain down by 3. It'll cool it down just a little bit for you. But I advise you to take a look at your settings and kind of get a general guideline and just kind of look at the TV for a while. Give it, a few hours. Watch a few programs. Watch something reference off of YouTube, Netflix, and see if you like it before you pass judgment. So I believe I went over everything here. We got the advanced color temperature. We got the whole doggone thing here, and I believe those settings with those little tweaks I've done compared to my other videos, I'm convinced that you guys will definitely love them. Give them a shot, give them a try. Try them on most of your content that you view. If you're doing HDR, make sure you turn the brightness up along with the contrast to full blast on those. Other than that, leave it to the settings I just told you about. These settings should work for your 958 Z9G. Oh, not Z9G, excuse me, that's 8K. Z9F, 900F. You could try it with the 900E. I don't know, it may or may not work. And you could do, of course, what I leave out here, 950H, 950G. So, I'm going. And of course, try those settings. Give them a shot. Like I said, it should work for every single TV that I mentioned. You know, give or take one click here or there. You know, there's nothing set in stone. You know, this is my particular screen, but this, I'm so convinced that this is probably the pinnacle of your TV, or damn close. The next step would, of course, be getting it professionally calibrated through a professional. But I'm convinced we are damn close to getting the pinnacle of this thing.